one about your body speaks. By the way, I'm wearing, instead of a tie, I'm wearing, this is like the outfit for the exercise thing. So I took the clothes on. But talk about how I went from a couch potato to respectably fit, or how I lost 20 pounds on the South Beach diet, because my mother called me fat and handed me the book. And then the speech gets to the point. On May 1st, I'm going to be giving a lecture to the dentist on implant platform switching, which is a technical thing. And it's a half-hour lecture. It's sponsored by a company, and I thought that I would rehearse my first 5 minutes of the speech by getting to the point, or persuade with power. A few weeks ago, I was appointed to our local, I was kind of talked into it, appointed to our district dental society executive board as the vice chairman. Now, somebody made the joke that I'm the chairman and vice. You go from vice chairman to president, chairman-elect, then to the chairman. Now, I've done some speaking before, and I showed this speech to a couple of patients today. I think I didn't practice it with them. They read it, and one lady said, "Oh, that's nice that you're trying to learn how to be a public speaker." And I said, "Lady," I didn't say this to her. I said to myself, but I explained to her that what the icebreaker for me here is. I mean, I've done public speaking when I was with Diane in her practice. I went to Italy to speak and this type of thing. The icebreaker for me is, and the excitement is the community of you on a regular basis. I mean, I could have taken a Dale Carnegie course for hundreds of dollars, and my son said he took a course in school on public. You want to borrow my speech book, Dad? Do you want to learn how to be a speaker? And like, I'm going to read the book, learn the book, and all of a sudden become a speaker. No, that's not how it works. It works by little practice, twice a month, or like boot camp, 3 days a week. So, okay. So and then the speech, how to say it, I thought I would practice that one, a little bit of that one tonight. It recommends incorporating rhetorical devices. Now, there's rhetorical devices I can't even pronounce, like animata, I don't know what they appear and all, it's some kind of rhetorical things, but I thought I might implement one here in paraphrasing John F. Kennedy, and that in his speech, but I'm going to paraphrase it to make it appropriate to this. And Neil, who actually wrote this speech with me, is going to actually just say this little quote from John F. Kennedy, and then I'm going to talk a little more. Go ahead, Neil.
Ask not what Toastmasters can do for you, rather ask what can you hope to do with Toastmasters.
That's cool, isn't it? That was good. I thought that was there's one word like that coming up that I thought was really moving. But anyway, and I hope that I can learn to speak the way I remember I felt as a guest while listening to many of you these past weeks. Tony, when you spoke of writing a personal note, and I read a book by Harry Beckwith on what clients love, and he said, write personal notes, and then you can, and so I've been writing, he said, write 5 a day, but I don't write 5 a day, but I've been writing notes, but I wanted to look at what I felt when you spoke, is I wanted to learn to have that enthusiastic delivery and your ingratiating way, and Kathy, I felt when listening to you about that meeting monster that comes out, that meeting monster, you made your point and you made it so it stays with, it's like with me tonight, that I go to meetings sometimes and this one person that dominates and talks and it's a monster and it comes out and you deliver a message and Angela, I'll go to Patrick because Angela was great. So Patrick, you spoke about cold January presidential inaugurational speeches that are truly icebreakers in themselves. They're in cold January, and that's from the president, right? And this brings to mind the poet laureate Maya Angelou at Bill Clinton's 1993 presidential inauguration. And she had a quotation of hers expresses my core intention for joining all of you in Toastmasters and why I like want to speak the result. And again, and the quote that she didn't quote it at the inauguration. This is one of her poems, or no, this is one of her quotes. And Neil will conclude this icebreaker speech, which ran way over, with this quote from Maya Angelou. Go ahead, Neil.
I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
And I hope that my icebreaker speech made you feel something that you'll remember. Thank you.